India's first animated live tuition. This is me, Mahima, your chemistry tutor, and today I'm back with a sharp short question. Okay, it's a sharp short series, and what is the specialty of this series? Yes, we'll see the most important question from the chapters that you have to study. And the chapter that I've selected is your first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. Okay, so without wasting any time, shall we go and see the first question? Not first question, you only have one question, but still. Okay, here you go. This is the question. Write the chemical equation for the chemical reaction which occurs when aqueous solutions of barium chloride and sodium sulfate react together. This is a very important reaction that you have to study from this chapter. Okay? Yes, not just that, you also have to write the symbols of the ions present in the compound precipitated in the reaction. Okay, so when sodium sulfate and barium chloride is mixed together, you will get a precipitate, and they've asked you to write the symbols of the ions present in that precipitate. So shall we go and see the reaction first? Okay, let's see the reaction. Alright, so here I have two solutions. Okay, so the first solution, yes, you can play it, sir. It is sodium sulfate, then we have barium chloride. Alright, now I'll mix these solutions together. When I mix them, see what just happened? You can see a white color precipitate. What is a precipitate? It is an insoluble salt or insoluble solid substance that settles at the bottom of the test tube. And it is white in color, right? So the precipitate is white in color. What actually is that? That is barium sulfate. Now we'll see the reaction. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. You can remove the animation. So, what happens when barium chloride solution is mixed with sodium sulfate solution? Let's see. So, this is the formula of sodium sulfate. It is Na2SO4. Okay, sodium sulfate is Na2SO4. It is reacting with barium chloride. Barium chloride and sodium sulfate. So, when the two solutions were mixed together, actually you will get two products. One is barium sulfate. Okay, barium sulfate, and the other product is sodium chloride, NaCl. Okay, are you able to see that Cl? I'll rub it and write it again. This is NaCl. Still you are not able to see it. So here you go. Barium chloride is reacting with sodium sulfate, and you will get barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Okay, so this is the reaction happening here. Since you've studied balancing in the first chapter, it is compulsory that whenever you write a reaction, you have to balance it. Okay, so balance this reaction. You can clearly see two chlorine atoms and two sodium atoms on the left hand side. But on the right hand side, only one, right? So make it 2. How? We can add a coefficient 2 there. Now the equation is balanced. And the white color precipitate was actually barium sulfate. Okay, barium sulfate, white precipitate. Okay, then what was the second part of the question? So we wrote the equation. Chemical reaction is written. That's fine. Okay. The second part was to identify the symbols of the ions in the precipitate. So our precipitate is barium sulfate, and it is composed of what all ions are there? We have barium 2 plus ion. So there is Ba2 plus ion, and Ba2 plus ions are present, and along with that we have sulfate ion. How will you represent sulfate ion? How will you represent it? It is represented as SO4 2 minus. So the ions present in the precipitate is actually Ba2 plus and SO4 2 minus. Ba2 plus is the cation and SO4 2 minus. Since it has got a negative charge, it is our anion. That's it. So, for more questions like these, you can stay tuned to 90 Plus. Thank you so much for